Okay, today we're going to do something a little bit different. Some of it's the same, some of it's different. I can solve an equation involving multiple variables. So our goal is the same. We still want to get one of the letters by itself. It's just now we have other letters with it. So what is the goal when solving an equation? To isolate a variable. Okay, so what changes when there's multiple variables? So let's look at side by side. Look at what's going on here. On this one here, if I wanted to solve and get x by itself, my first step would be add or subtract if I can, and I can add 3 to both sides. Well, over here it's kind of the same idea. Could you add or subtract something to get it away from x? Yeah, I could add b. The only difference was here, 15 plus 3, I could simplify that to 18 instead of just writing 15 plus 3. Here, c plus b, I can't simplify that, so it's just c plus b. So that's one of the differences. Again, my goal here, get x by itself, so I'm going to divide by 2. Over here, I want to get x by itself, divide by a. So I get x equals, it just so happens I can replace 18 over 2 with 9. Over here I cannot. I can't replace c plus b divided by a with anything, so it's just c plus b divided by a. So even though our answers look different, the process is exactly the same. Okay? So in all these, our goal, on all 4 of these, get x by itself. Get x by itself, okay? So on the first one, I could add 3 over, so add 3 to both sides. Y plus 3 is just y plus 3. You can't combine those and get a new number, it's just y plus 3. And then divide by 4. So x would equal y plus 3 divided by 4. Over here, I want to get x by itself. Right now, it's being divided by m. So if we got x over m equals 4n, I'm going to multiply by m on both sides. So x would equal 4nm. Okay, this guy's a little bit different here. X is on bottom. Anytime x is on bottom, I think it's a lot easier to put it over 1 and treat it as if it's a proportion. Okay, so proportions, you set cross products equal. So m times 1 is m. 4n times x would be 4nx. Now, again, I want to get x by itself, so I could divide by 4n. So x would equal m over 4n. And then the last one here, if you notice, these are all numbers with one variable that I'm solving for. So my answer will be a number. It won't be just a bunch of letters like this was. It'll be a new number. So I subtract 13 from both sides. I get negative 2x equals 12. Divide by negative 2. X is going to equal negative 6. Okay? So it did the same thing on all 4 of those. All 4 of them, I got x by itself. Sometimes I got a number for an answer, sometimes I got other letters for an answer, and that's okay. Multiplied, and you want to get rid of it, multiply by the reciprocal. So multiply by 3 halves. So I'd have 3z over 2 equals xy. And I want to get rid of that. Since it's a fraction on the other side, instead of dividing by y, I'm going to multiply by its reciprocal. So multiplying by the reciprocal would be 1 over y. So I'm going to multiply this side by 1 over y. So x would equal 3z over 2y. Okay? So where would this possibly help me? Okay? So on her trip to Europe, Jane was told that the temperature in a certain area was on average 30 degrees Celsius during the time she'd be there. What kind of clothes should she wear? Well, 30 degrees Celsius means nothing to us because we're used to Fahrenheit. So the formula here, the formula is Celsius equals 5/9 times F minus 32. What if I want to go the other way? What if I want to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit instead? Because I want to go 30 degrees Celsius, convert to Fahrenheit. So on here, I'm going to try to get F by itself. So I want to undo things. Okay? Probably the fastest way to undo things here is, since I have multiplication by 5/9, multiply by the reciprocal. So I'm going to do 9/5 C equals 9/5 times 5/9 F minus 32. Those would cancel, so 9/5 C equals F minus 32. To get F by itself, add 32. So F would equal 9/5 C plus 32. So using this formula, find the temperature. So F would equal 9/5 times 30 plus 32. Again, just use a calculator. So I could do 30 times 9 divided by 5, and then add 32. So it's going to be 86 degrees. So Fahrenheit would be 86 degrees. She should pack kind of warm. Okay, so wear some shorts. So yeah, so hopefully that helps out. Again, just try to keep it simple. It's the same as solving any other way. It's just now we have other letters in the answer.